What is going on, everybody? Welcome to yet another episode of Gag with Geach. Now, we all know some people out here paying some insane monthly payments for their car payments. So we're gonna get into these videos, these clips, and we're gonna see what everybody's paying out here, and we gonna talk about it. We're gonna gag about it. So let's see all these ridiculous car payments.
If you've been shopping lately for a new car or a used car, I'm sure you're probably shocked at the prices of these vehicles. Now, I saw a video where someone's car payment was $2,500 a month on a luxury car. I mean, this is insane. Where are we headed when you
I don't care how luxury that car is. I'm not paying $2,500 a month for nobody's any type of car. $2,500 is more than my rent. I'm not doing that. And when y'all out here paying that for cars, okay.
paying over $2,500 on a car payment? I mean, the average new car today, you're looking at a payment of around $750 for a car. I mean, this is insane. All right, these are prices that people paid years ago on luxury vehicles, and now you're paying $700 for a basic car with nothing. We're at very critical point in our history right now with interest rates, with inflation. I can't fathom someone spending $2,500 a month for a car payment. Now, what about their mortgage? Do they rent? Do they live in this car? I mean, is this car so special that you're paying $2,500 a month on a depreciating asset? Because don't forget, the minute you drive off the dealer's lot with your new vehicle, it loses at least 30%, of its value. And in the first 5 years, that vehicle is going to lose at least 60% of its value. So even if you wanted to buy a used car, I mean, lately I'm trying to get a used car for myself because I'm giving my daughter the current vehicle I'm in right now because she's going to be a junior in school, and I want her to be able to drive herself to school and also to her sports events. So that saves me the trouble of picking her up, dropping her off, and stuff like that. So I've been shopping, looking for a replacement vehicle for myself, and believe me, I'm seeing cars out there with over 100,000 miles, and they're still asking 15, 16, some even 20 something thousand dollars for a car with over 100,000 miles on it. And mind you, I'm not looking for something flashy, okay, just the basic transportation. And I just can't see myself spending that kind of money on a car that is already approached or exceeded its useful life. So I don't know how you guys are doing it out there. Please leave me a comment, because I don't know how people are paying $1,000, $1,500 a month on car payments, which I just find crazy. It's mind-boggling. All right, I mean, the most I had for car payment was like $500, and that was years ago when I leased a BMW, and I knew what I was getting into. It was a lease, it was a high performance vehicle. I enjoyed it, and I was willing to pay $500 a month, but that was then. But to think of $1,000 a month today, in addition to your living expenses, some of us probably have homes, we're still paying a mortgage, students loan, credit card payments, and groceries, and fuel, and maintenance, taxes, insurance. I mean, you guys got to help me. I mean, I don't know how people are affording this. I mean, are you sleeping in the car? I mean, is the car making your coffee or cooking your breakfast for you to pay $2,500 a month for a vehicle? I mean, some people buy it because they enjoy what the car has to offer them. Okay, it gives them satisfaction, but is it worth $2,500 for a car? And some people buy it because it's the status symbol for them. They can show off when they go to events or functions, or they get to a traffic light and people look at the vehicle. I mean, this is nuts, people. This is insane. It's insanity. All right, I hope I can find something
You know, he's a little long-winded, but he's speaking the truth. And y'all do be getting these cars just so you can show off in front of people and impress people. Cause I'll be seeing some nice luxury cars be at the red light with me revving up their engines like we finna race. Ho, I ain't finna race you. You gonna sit out here and look super by yourself because the police be out here heavy. You think I'm finna race you and get a ticket? Absolutely not. So y'all do be doing this stuff to impress other people, getting these cars. Cause $2,500, I'm not paying that for nobody's car. So and like he said drop down in his comments and leave him. If you see him on TikTok, he said drop down in the comments, leave him. It's how y'all doing. Drop down in my comments under this video and let me know how y'all paying all these expensive car notes because I ain't gonna be able to do it.
For under 10,000 that I can purchase with reasonable mileage, and I'm gonna drive that thing till the wheels fall off.
I'm gonna drive mine till the wheels fall off too. Let's see somebody else because he's very long winded and he's still talking. Okay.
Just 800. How much your car payment?
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI.
1,800, just like my cousin.
What's up, guys? I just saw this TikTok and I wanted to comment on it a bit. Right now, the average car payment is $742 a month in the U.S., right? So $742 a month is a pretty high payment, and these guys are above it. Now, I don't mean to pocket watch. I don't know what they bring home every month or anything like that, but those are big payments either way you slice it, right? So the net monthly income of the average American right now is $4,900 according to Google, right? I'm a certified debt specialist. I see credit reports daily, right? And what I notice is typically the average person is bringing home less than $4,000. Now, household is different, but one person typically brings home $4,000, maybe a little lower than that. So that becomes an issue because you have a $742 payment, but you didn't factor in the gas it costs to fill up every month, as well as the insurance and of course the maintenance costs, right? So gas and insurance right there, that's another $300 to $500 a month at least, right? So now we're $1,000 to $1,200 a month in on that car payment, or on that car, I should say. And if you're bringing home $4,000 and you still have rent, that's another $1,800. There goes $3,000 right there. Now you have to, support your family, feed them, utilities, everything else that comes with life with that $1,000 that's left over, right? So that's the main reason I'm seeing people getting credit card debt. 90% of the time, it's because of that auto loan, right? And I get it. Cars are expensive right now. I completely get it. But there's ways to be resourceful. Trust me, I'm a Facebook marketplace demon, right? I live there. And I guarantee you, I can find you a Lexus LS430 with heated, ventilated, massage seats that cost you less than that base model C300 you're financing, right? There's ways to, save money. There really is. You're not forced to buy a 2025 or even a 2020. I'm in an 02 right now. You know what I mean? I hate car payments, but that's different.
That look like he said he in an 02. That like a 02 Porsche. Cause them seats look nice. You can tell he take care of his stuff because that little glimpse of them seats he just showed, they still look nice. It don't look like a 2022. But I mean like a 2002. But yeah, what he's saying is right. While y'all are out here creating all these bills for yourself, you don't need the 2025. Matter of fact, let somebody else buy the 2025 and then you wait a couple of years, about 3, 4, 5 years, and then you go buy that 2025 in 2030. So they can already take the depreciation for you, and then so you could get you a good deal on that 2025 car. I think that's the best way to go about it, instead of driving a brand new 2025 off the lot and then taking that hit of depreciation as soon as you drive it off the lot. Let somebody else take that hit of depreciation, and then you go get you a car, that same car, a few years later after they done took the hit. Save your money. This economy is crazy. Everybody is feeling it. So I would want everybody to save as much money as they can because you never know what's going to happen today or tomorrow.
Want a nicer car, I get it. I don't have Apple CarPlay and all that good stuff, but you just have to be careful, right? It's very scary what I'm seeing right now. A lot of people are going into bad debt and really struggling day to day, paycheck to paycheck because of their cars. And trust me, I love cars as much as the next guy, right? I love spending money on cars, don't get me wrong, right? But I cannot justify even a quarter of my income going to a car, right? Because that just, it's a snowball effect. Everything else you got to pay for in life becomes so much tougher. And I get it, if you don't have the best credit, work on that, because interest rates can be your worst enemy, right? So you just want to make sure your credit's aligned. And if it's not, get something cheaper, right? You can finance a $12,000 car. That's possible. A decent one. You know, Corollas, Camrys, Lexuses, these cars last forever. My dad's been driving an ES 350 forever. It doesn't die. And it's got heated, ventilated seats.
He is absolutely right about that, because I drive a Lexus, and thankfully I was able to pay my Lexus off, and I am going to drive that Lexus until it no longer drives no more, or until I can no longer drive anymore, because that Lexus ain't going nowhere. I do not want another car ever again. If I decide to get me a new car in the future, or another car in the future, because I'm never going to buy a new car, I'm always going to buy a used car. But if I decide to get me a used car in the future, I'm going to save up and pay cash for it. I'm not doing the car note thing again. I was miserable when I had a car note. Not doing that again.
Nice, right? So I just want you guys to be aware. You know, again, I'm not sure what these guys bring home every month. I used to work in a dealership, so I have somewhat of an idea. But yeah, just be careful with these cars. Trust me, you'll get it one day, right? You're going to get it one day, but just take care of your future self by taking care of what needs to be done now. You know, you want to be able to save some money. You want to be able to put some away, and you want to be able to eat, you know. So unless you're living in your car, don't do that $1,000 payment unless you're bringing home a ton of money, right? I'm 27. I'm not saying I'm Mr. Know-It-All.
Even if you bring home a ton of money, don't do that crazy car note like that. I don't care how much money. I don't care if you're a millionaire. A ridiculous car note like that don't make no sense. Don't do that.
But just speaking from experience, what I see, and, you know, not to brag, I do well, and I wouldn't be able to justify or afford $1,000 payment. I'm single with no kids, but just wanted to give you context to that. And yeah, let me know if that helps, if that makes any sense. If you got any questions, hit me up. But
buy a car. Longtime friend of mine. He's a pain in the butt because he always wants what nobody has and he wants it for free. And neither of that works, but we'll give it a go.
In my world, it does.
Friends like you, I'll be out of business in no time.
I want an American truck. I don't want a
Oh,
Japanese.
Lord. Don't look the car. Listen, I don't want to get you canceled. You won't be able to pay for the car. They got your truck up here. The first question you said or statement was Chevy's offering 4.9 or 5.9. They don't typically go car for car. Every model is different.
I don't even mention those guys don't do broker deals.
I'll go out of my way to find a
No,
truck.
of course. But I'm just saying the one besides this, the one that a week ago spoke out, I tried and they didn't want to dabble.
On a 24 GMC, they show 6-year 5.9, so they're already 1 point higher, and that's on a 24. They got some lease specials, some rebates. Hold on. 25 GMC Sierra, 5.9 for 84. Wow, that's solid. 5.9 84. That's solid.
Just run the deal.
So we have the right truck. Well, we don't have the right truck. The one you sent me was a 3500 Denali Ultimate. What do you need the Ultimate for?
I just want the truck.
You want what you want, and you won't have it any other way. This is crazy. This is literally like a third of your home for a car. My first house was 215 grand. This is half of my first house, and it's a car. Make it make sense. I spent a lot of money on cars, but I don't lose anything on it.
I don't need it.
I might be able to actually just do a search, see what's out there.
White limited.
All right, so 25. Honestly, you would take a 24.
No, they don't give you enough off.
If they give you a better rate, who cares? Trim we need is Denali Ultimate. And now let's break this down. You got 11.5 and your truck is worth. What's the condition of this truck?
It's a workshop.
You bought a work truck that you basically drive as your personal truck, right? So 10 being perfect, 1 being beat the hell. Where are we at?
5.
I thought it wasn't beat the hell.
That's not big.
It's in between a perfect truck and a beat the balls work truck. You actually lean closer to the beat the balls.
No, beat the balls is 1.
That's crazy.
I'll give it a 6.5.
All right, y'all, let me come back on the screen here. So today's video is more so of a discussion about these insane car payments. I think the guys in the video, they had some really good points about these outrageous car notes and giving some, good pointers on if you can wait, don't get these expensive car notes. Get you something that you can afford. If you, because I understand everybody can't buy a car cash. and that's okay. But at least get something you can afford that you'll be comfortable paying on if you have to get a car note, because I wouldn't want anybody out here worrying about how they're going to, pay for their next meal or go buy groceries, especially if they have families. It's better to eliminate as much bills as you have, because this world and this economy is crazy right now. But y'all check out, y'all let me know, what's the craziest amount you ever paid for a car note, or what is your current car payment, and what is the most insane amount that you know of somebody that's paying. So y'all drop down in the comments. I will see y'all in the next video, and geech out.